So here I am on Lamannia. This is the test server. Anybody can access it. You do have to download a different client. Lamannia is not open year-round. It's only open for previews. Tonight they're previewing the Tiefling. Yeah, this is Sharn, Wilburster. You know, Sharn is the expansion that's coming out like probably around April-ish. The pre-orders are coming in March, so it's right around the corner. And then, yeah, we'll probably hit April. I'm sure May at the latest, I'm guessing. But they haven't, hey, Hina, they haven't issued a release date yet. So, I'm doing this to capture my first reaction to Tiefling. I'm so excited. Great. Tiefling, there is a high likelihood that both Ginger and Voodoo will end up being Tieflings. So let's see. Spell, female, Druid, next. Next. Tiefling. This is Tiefling. Okay. We gotta see what kind of options we have. Wisdom, con, intelligence. I'm not crazy about that, but hopefully we can change those big old fat horns. Hair, let's, what do we got here? Lip color, skin color, tail, jewelry, horns. Wow. Wow, that just right there. As soon as I saw that, what popped into my head is Juzam Jin. If there are any old Magic the Gathering players that just like the old artwork for Juzam Jin from Arabian Nights, just kind of popped into my head when I saw that. Wow, look at that. Let's get something that's more Tiefling. Woo! For skin color. Okay, let's do the dark red. Let's keep going through. I'm gonna get my horns picked first. I'm hoping there's going to be some like little more petite horns. There we go. Because I want to be a hot little miss thing. You know, people sometimes wonder like, why do you play girl tunes? You know, like, because I like looking at girl tunes better. I like girls. They're softer on the eyes. I don't want to look at a male tune. I don't want to look at a male tune's ass. Yeah, I know it's not real, but still, you know what I'm saying? Come on. So we do have, I'm really glad we've got some little horn options instead of the big fat obnoxious horns. But you know, they're cool looking. If you're into that, it's cool. Whoa! Back to the, oh, broken horn. Look at that. With the ring in it. That's cool. I like that. It's flavorful. Oh, now we got a cap on the horn. Possible options for cosmetics later on. That's pretty cool. Got a ring in that one too. Wow, that's like oh, you know, I used to work on a farm and I should know this, but I didn't know breeds very well. But there's a breed of goat that has horns like that. I can't remember what it is. Okay, I think we've seen all the, oh no, these are, I think we've seen all these. already. Maybe not. These are variations of other ones we've seen. They're like tips and rings and things. I think I'm going to go with the little ones. It's like we could just have 3 little horn options. I think I'm going to go with the little horns, like those, or I think I like those. Okay, I'm going to lock that. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna randomize. I'm gonna cycle through some randomizations just to get some. Ooh, striking. Wow. You know, so I gotta remember 27 on the horns. I'm just gonna keep randomizing. Wow, damn. That is hot. They did a nice job. I like it. That is pretty cool. I like the purple and black. Lots of color options. There's so much, like so many different looks. Damn, look at that. Like a she-devil. This is the Valley Girl Tiefling. This is the Becky Tiefling. Oh my god. Really, really good stuff here. I think I'm probably gonna go with like the red and purple look. Okay, before we start actually building the Tiefling, I'm gonna go back and do male. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't select male from here. I gotta go back. Yes. Male. Let's do the male Tiefling and see what kind of options we have there. Alright, we'll cycle through some random males. That's kind of silly. You know, I'm kind of getting a feel of like they're just Azamar with horns almost. That's fancy. Oh, they've got some like little thing sticking out. That looks like some option. Growths. Hornlets. Spikes. cycle through the hairstyles. See if there's anything interesting. Got a mohawk. What was that, ponytail? Oh yeah, that's one we already have. Okay. What kind of eyes do we have? Pretty basic. Nose, lips, facial detail. Okay, looks like we can control the little hornlets or whatever you want to call them. That's just part of the facial hair. Okay. Ears. Got some pointy ear options. Horns. Probably. I don't know if those are the same as the female horns. Looks like it. Jewelry. Oh, you can toggle jewelry on the horns. Just one or two, jewelry on or off. Tail. So we got some longer and shorter options. Now this was, if you don't know the history, Tiefling has been talked about in DDO for years. And for a long time, the standard dev response was like, they don't have the technology to do the tails. It would take a lot of effort and blah, 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 and a lot of resources. But they finally, like, tails were like a big, like, issue for them. A big stumbling block. They look good. Okay, we're gonna go back and make our Little Miss thing female Tiefling. This will be a preview of what Ginger Spice is going to look like. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure Ginger Spice is gonna be Tiefling for final build. I've already seen the enhancement trees. They previewed the enhancement trees to the Players' Council, which I am on a couple months ago. They were introduced in the second edition as player races, I'm guessing. Actually, maybe Tiefling wasn't in first edition because I don't remember any Tieflings there. Yeah, so for my stats on my druid, it's all con and wisdom on my druid. Let's do maximize. Okay. Was it 27 on the horns? Yep. Lock that. Now we're going to build her. I like the purple hair color on the red. Need to find a nice purple that goes along with it. Not too bright. I'm just gonna go with that for now. Lock that. Hairstyle. I think I saw the ponytails, which is Ginger's look. So I'm probably gonna go with that one. But let's go ahead and see what else do we have. Yeah, I level up wisdom for Ginger for my druid. It's the builds posted in druid forum if you want to check it out. In fact, I'll get you the link. It's on the front page. It's fourth from the top at the moment. But if you want to check it out. There's my build post. Did they add hooves and extra fingers? I don't think so. No. I don't see that happening. I never even thought about that, honestly. Where are we at? Hairstyles. That looks like it might be something new. I don't recognize that hairstyle. Well, maybe. That looks familiar there. But maybe I just never looked at it from the back, really. I don't recognize that hairstyle. Nice. There's a NPC that has really nice hair. I remember it was something like this, and one of that was longer on the sides. I remember people saying like they would really like to have that. It definitely had this big ponytail. That's nice. Ooh, it's fancy. Like that. Yeah, they didn't do the hairstyle that has the big ponytail, but the long on the sides. Nice hair. I'm gonna go with that one for now. Eye color. Let's go with bright red. I like that. I'm gonna lock that. Oh, and eyes. Lock the hairstyle. Some real subtle differences. Nose. What do we got? How many noses? 9 noses. Ooh, that's wicked. I like it. I'll just go with that one. Lips. Let's go. Let's select the lip color. Wow. Green lips. Blue. Five lips. Let's go with that. Ears. Oh, can't even see them. Oh, they're poking out there. I'm just gonna go with some standard ears. Horns, we already selected that. Jewelry is whether or not I want a ring on the horn there. You can see the ring going in and out. So yeah, let's do the ring. Tail. I love how it's just swaying around. Some of them have rings in it. That's a nice touch. Yeah, I think I like 12. 2 rings with a very traditional pointy tail. Yeah, I think it's gonna be our test ginger spice. Alright, nobody took my name on Lamannia. So there's first look at Ginger Spice, the Tiefling. That's probably gonna be about what she looks like too. I might stray away from the ponytails or pigtails, and I really like that hair. It's nice, fancy. That's probably what it's gonna be. Now I've heard that none of the dances are working, so you know I always like to do dancing videos of the new dancing when new races come out, but I've heard they are not implemented yet. We get to look at some enhancement trees. Wow, look at the way the tail moves. That is cool. Nice work. Let's see if we got any of the... We'll try some of the... We're just gonna try a dance. Oh, they just got the Riverdance. That's both of them. Yeah, so those are probably just placeholder dances. Let's see if they have a taunt. Okay, that taunt is something we already have in the game, so hopefully they'll do unique dances and taunts for the Tiefling, and that it's not just that stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to look at the iconic. And welcome, Melanie. Okay, we're just going to... I don't want to take the time to level it up. I really just want to look at the enhancement trees and stuff. So we're just going to start at level 1 in Korthos. It's exciting.
You find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam.
You're awake.
Memories of a large white dragon
Can you talk?
striking your
Speak
ship
to me.
come flooding back.
You ain't undead, are you?
If what the halfling said was true, no one but you made it to the island alive.
Oh, crap.
It may be worth following this rogue. For now.
Okay, let's see. We want to look at enhancements. Tiefling tree. What do we got here? Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1d4 fire damage to enemies under 75 hit points. This damage scales with 100% of spell power. Passive plus 5 fire spell power. Charisma. Your weapon deals an additional 1d6 fire damage to enemies under 50% hit points. Scales of spell power plus 10 spell power. Charisma. 1d8 fire damage under 25% hit points. Scales with 200% of spell power plus 20 fire spell power. The iconic is Bard. I didn't see that option unless I was clicking by it too quickly. Hellish Rebuke. Envelop in a cloak of infernal flame. Oh, I screwed up. I should have done like a level 10. And then, so I could have spent some points in here and tried out some of this stuff. Envelop in a cloak of infernal flame. You have a chance to deal fire damage to foes that strike you in melee range. Oh, I can level up in the test dojo. Good call, Ina. Oh, wait a minute. So where were we? Envelop in a cloak of infernal flame. You have a chance to deal fire damage to foes that strike you in melee range. Enemies have a chance to take 1d10 fire damage plus 1 per caster level. This damage scales with fire spell power. Interesting. Bluff, diplomacy, and balance. Innate protection plus 1 to save versus spells. That's nice. Wand and scroll mastery in tier 1. That's gorgeous. That is really, really awesome. I'm a big fan of Wand and scroll mastery in Reaper mode. It really helps to offset, you know, some of the self-healing penalties, and it really helps to, you know, you need to hit other people with big heals, and Wand and Scrolls is huge maintenance healing. In Heroics, I use this. Epics, you know, I just spec it out, but for Heroics, Wand and Scroll Mastery, if you can fit in, is really nice. Obscuring Darkness. You can channel your fiendish nature to manifest a zone of obscuring darkness at will. I can't wait to see what that looks like. Enemies that enter your obscuring darkness have a chance to be blinded with no save. Wow. Wow. Plus 3 universal spell power while wielding an orb or staff. Yeah, traditional caster. Up to plus 6 MRR, very nice. Bards are already OP, Scotty. Bards are very, very powerful. Infernal resistance. You gain acid resistance equal to your character level, or you gain cold resistance equal to your character level. Okay. Ferocious Rebuke. While Hellish Rebuke is active, that's this thing. Enemies that strike you have a chance to be tripped with no save. Wow. Wow. This seems pretty powerful so far. Scorch SLA. Damn. What's the bonus from the past life? This is only from what I've heard, but I think the regular is +1 to... Wait a minute. I don't know. Let me look. I'm gonna go to the forums. Lamannia. Update 41.4 Preview 1 Iconic Tiefling Scoundrel. Okay, the regular Tiefling. Past lives. For the regular race, it's +1 Spellcraft Tier 1, +1 Charisma Tier 2, +1 Racial Action Point Tier 3. Okay, so that's the regular. And for the Iconic, I heard it's +1 Reflex Save per past life, up to +3. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's cool. I'll definitely be going for 3 Iconics on Ginger Spice. +1, that's +3 to reflex saves. That's pretty nice. The toggle, the stance, is 10, 20, 30, depending on how many stacks you have. Enhancement bonus with movement speed. Does not stack with striding or speed items or haste. So that is great for people who don't have like a Quiver of Alacrity from the Abbot raid. It's great for low levels. It's you know, it's nice. It's you know, it's not a game-changing stance, but like I said, that's going to be real nice for people who like to TR, who don't have a Quiver of Alacrity, and that'll be nice to use at low levels until you get, you know, striding somewhere else. I'm looking at the release notes. The strange new ship in the harbor has docked. Too bad there isn't anyone aboard yet to take adventures anywhere they haven't been before. Okay. Where were we? Australia. They changed something in Bard enhancement tree. No, it's just they're really strong. Bards are really strong right now. Okay, we already looked at the... So, okay, we were at Scorch SLA. That's nice. Scorch is nice. Infernal resistance. Okay, so just more... You can choose... I guess you can choose the other. So you could choose acid or cold. Incineration. +2 spell critical chance with all spells, plus an additional 2% with fire spells. Student of Darkness. While in Obscuring Darkness, you gain +3 saving throws, +3 magical resistance rating, and +15 magical resistance cap. That's awesome. While in Obscuring Darkness, you gain +10 universal spell power And +1 evocation and conjuration DCs. Wow. That's awesome for Druid. And a lot of casters. It's gonna be awesome for... Yeah. I can tell you right now, guys, like, Ginger Spice and Voodoo are both gonna be Tieflings in the end. This stuff is hot. +2% spell critical chance with all spells, plus an additional 2% with fire spells, so same thing. Infernal Sovereign. You use your fire spell power in place of your acid spell power if it's higher. Or you can use your fire spell power in place of your cold spell power if it is higher. Or you can use your fire spell power in place of your electric spell power is higher. That's pretty awesome. See this, I saw this in the preview in Lamannia, and I was saying they really need to have critical chance in there too. Even if it's another tier. Like, it's cool to be able to substitute your fire spell power for cold or acid or electric, but let us be able to substitute the crit chance for those too. Otherwise, it's just sort of, you're not really sealing the deal to me. Improved Scorch. Ooh, what's this? Enemies affected by your Scorch spell increase fire damage they take by 5%. When cast on a creature that is immune to fire, it makes them vulnerable to that element for a short period of time. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay. We're gonna run the grotto.
Follow me.
What's this?
Here we are.
Oh.
So you want a weapon or not?
Of course not.
Go ahead. Give it a few swings.
As you take hold of the weapon, feeling its balance, you can't help but notice this Jeets has more he wants to say.
Is that the grotto? Tell her to keep her knickers on.
Selimus is in the grotto. I shall show you the way.
I'm going to show the iconic tree, Melanie. After I get a chance to play around with this a little bit.
Go inside and speak with Selimus.
I want to get through the grotto here, and then I want to level it up and try some of those abilities out.
Is this
See what they
Selimus,
look
the
like.
cleric you were sent to find?
Who in Kyber are you?
First, I shall surround us with a protection spell.
Her spell temporarily prevents you from dying, though you can still suffer injuries. This effect will wear off when you leave these caves.
Now, let's be about it. A gate? There must be a way to open it.
Yeah, I've done this quest before.
I'll remain here. Bashing the Sawagan trying to sneak.
You hear the shuffling and wheezing of some creature coming from the corridor ahead.
Look at that DPS. It's monstrous.
The corroded lever at the rear of this corridor most likely controls the gate where the cleric, Selimus, is waiting.
We come to assist you. Onward to glory.
Selimus isn't too hot to me. Thanks for putting in the good word. Don't you worry, Selimus. I'm here to watch your behind now.
The evil aura is a charge!
It would be logical. Trap!
Oi, where's the bloody Sawagan?
Look, the door closed behind us.
It would be logical to assume.
There are more of of them up there. Stay alert.
I mean, can you blame them for being taken with militia? I mean, I am. I know the feeling. I'd probably be in the same boat as Jeets.
Walking wretches, are you scared of me? Come down and fight. For the flame!
The Kobold Jewel is great. I mean, this is really important, guys. If you don't have Ravenloft, the Kobold Jewel available from the anniversary event, this is the only sentient jewel you have. This is the only way to get a sentient jewel outside of Ravenloft. So if you don't have Ravenloft, get yourself a sentient jewel of Kobold.
You
I'm
grab
sure
the silver
there'll
key.
be
Time
new
to
ones
swim for
available.
the surface.
Are there sentient jewels in White Plume Mountain? I know there's sparks.
You are a valiant companion.
Oh, okay.
Now let's open the door and
Sure, there'll be some in Sharn.
vulgar
Two.
place. I'm weary. Let's take a moment to rest.
Ha! I still got plenty of stamina. I can go all night long.
Why don't you scout ahead then? Just don't get yourself in trouble.
Now you're talking. I'll take a little peek. Crikey.
Crikey.
Ha! It was no match for yours truly. You can open the door now.
Do those have Wave Whelm and Black Razor are weapons, but I'm talking about sentient jewels.
It's time for us to go.
Is there a sentient jewel of each of those?
The High Priestess should be up ahead. The onus for much suffering rests squarely upon her slimy, webbed hands. There she is.
They are
Performing
jewels too,
suffering,
okay.
profane blood magic.
I will open the door. Prepare yourself. Ready? Go!
Where's my wolf? There he is.
According to our employer, there's a secret passage
Treasure.
around here somewhere leading to Porthos. You boys look for it. I
Rogue
must cleanse
senses
the
are
profane
tingling.
energies
There's something
around
fishy in
this
this room. Trust. Let Selimus do her thing. You and I'll take care of the important stuff. The treasure.
You feel a stiff draft from somewhere in this room.
Fishy in this room.
Perhaps the hidden passage to the village is in here.
Brilliant. Tidy lasses and pints up the wazoo. Here I come.
We're almost done here. The way out is up ahead. But first, I want to reward you for your assistance. Please, come speak with me.
Okay. On to Korthos.
Stepping out of the grotto, you find yourself in Korthos village. The Sahuagin have threatened this place for generations. Judging from how it looks now, the Sahuagin are winning. However, some hopeful souls still hold out for help to arrive.
Yeah, skip it. Hey, it's Ina. Wow, Ina, that's nice. Looking good.
Come one, come all, to the Degenev Brothers show. The famed illusionists have returned to Stormreach,
The Degenev
bringing their
Brothers.
blend of showmanship and
They haven't
sorcery
been-
along with them.
The Degenev brothers haven't had them in the live servers for a while, it seems like. I always thought that was pretty cool. What server is it? We're on Lamannia right now. This is the test server. This is not live. This is not going to be available on live for a while. For probably a few weeks. Hoping that Tiefling will become available prior to the release of Shard, which I think they want to, but they're not committing to that because, you know, they need to get it done, you know. So, but, you know, that's what they did with Azimar. You were able to play Azimar before Ravenloft came out, so I'm hoping for that. Okay, Test Dojo. Rachan. I haven't spent a lot of time on Lamannia. What's that? Evening Star. I don't even know, like, there's a place to level up and stuff. Over here. It's laggy. Okay, I need to just get XP from the guide here. Yep, look at that. Don't you wish you could level up that fast on live? Bam, I got a pet. Look at this. That's a nice looking tiefling right there. Very cool. Look at this guy. Shadow Ring. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna level up a little bit. I'm not doing this for real, so let's just... I just want to get some action points so that I can try out the racial trees. I'll put on some little armor here so we're not, you know, basically naked. We'll pop out a bunch of thingy dingies here, and then we'll type in /UI layout space load space, or wait, UI layout I think is 1. Yeah, load ginger. Unknown command. UI. There we go. Okay, we can put that one away, that one away, and that one away, that one away, and that one away. Okay. The past life Mesmerita for the regular race, it's first past life is spellcraft, the second past life is a point of charisma, the third past life is your racial action point. For the iconic, it's +1 reflex per stack, so up to +3 reflex, and then the stance is a +10, 20, 30% enhancement bonus to striding. Doesn't stack with other sources of striding, but it's going to be a great clicky for people who like to reincarnate, who don't have a quiver of alacrity. If you had a quiver of alacrity, it would be meaningless, but the reflex is really nice. I'd definitely be going for that. Okay. Now, check out these enhancements. Gotta get that, gotta get that. And that, right. And that, we need that. Oh, this stuff is so delicious. And we need that. What's this one up here? Oh, that was the spell power. Okay, so I've got the things that allow the usable stuff. So let's put the Scorch SLA here. Obscuring darkness. Actually, I'm gonna stick it there. Obscuring darkness. I'll stick it there. And Hellish Rebuke. We'll just stick it there for now. And then we will go out into the Cerulean Hills. I'm just using regular points. This is not actually ginger spice. This is just a tune I made over here. So I don't have any, you know, my past lives and stuff. Just a test tune. I didn't transfer ginger spice. Oh. Yeah, I don't have any of that. And I don't think that it would. Well, maybe it would get it. Because I've got, here's all my purchased stuff that I purchased, like from expansions. The Cerulean Hills. Scorch. Okay, didn't expect that to look any different, which it doesn't. So let's do Hellish Rebuke. This was supposed to wreath you in flames. And I don't see any flames. So it would be nice if there was some sort of visual effect, which there, you know, maybe there will be, and they just haven't put it in yet. I'm gonna put the wolf away. So Hellish Rebuke, just as a reminder, says, enveloped in a cloak of infernal flame, you have a chance to deal fire damage to foes that strike you in melee range. Enemies have a chance to take 1d10 fire damage, plus 1 per caster level. This damage scales with fire spell power. And it lasts 8 minutes. I thought it was going to be like a 30-second thing. Okay, so he took some damage there. And he tripped. See how he tripped? That's from this ferocious rebuke. While Hellish Rebuke is active, enemies that strike you have a chance to be tripped with no save. That's gonna be awesome for Ginger. Okay, let's try the Obscuring Darkness. Okay, so not a really quick thing. It takes a few seconds to activate. Oh, it's not a cloud that moves with you, it's a cloud that you just laid down. That's interesting. Okay, I thought it was going to be like you're shrouded in darkness. This is something, this is like a AoE that you're putting down. You can channel your fiendish nature to manifest a zone of obscuring darkness at will. Enemies that enter your obscuring darkness have a chance to be blinded with no save. While in obscuring darkness, you get +3 saving throws. Wow, that's pretty effing cool. Except, okay, so this, while in obscuring darkness, you gain +30 universal spell power and +3 to evocation and conjuration DCs. But that's only while you're in that. I don't like that at all. You have to be in this for those bonuses. That sucks. I don't like that at all. I want the evocation and conjuration to be in effect all the time. I don't want to have to be in this to get those bonuses. Those are some pretty big bonuses. I mean, bonuses to 2 different schools. Yeah, with no save. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Loaf Beef. That does have potential for Reaper. Oh, the cloud's bugged. You have to go in and out of it. I don't really like that it's something you lay down. That really needs to be something that's with you. Fairly long cooldown on the Scorch, but hey, it's a cheap SLA. I love how they look. I love how they look. I love that I can get some little horns. And I love how the tails aren't like big, thick, and obnoxious. Like, I probably would have liked a thinner tail than that, like a thinner tail option. This is cool. The dances haven't been implemented in it yet, Loaf Beef. They just have like placeholders for that kind of stuff. So they just have the Riverdance right now. So I'm sure that hopefully, and that's both of the dances just do that. Okay. I'm going to take a look at the Iconic. Unless anybody has any questions about the standard Tiefling before I try the Iconic out. I love how they look. Well done, devs. Wonderful flavor. Yeah, I think I would have liked if the tails could have been thinner, like if it was like half that thick. But it's not like obnoxiously thick like some of the... I'm not rolling my dice here. I have no idea if I roll the dice here, if it affects my dice roll elsewhere. And I'm really glad that, you know, I have some thin tail options, or thin horn options, and that the tail's not like a monstrosity. Because, you know, they said that they were going to be, the Tieflings were going to be modeled after 5th edition, as opposed to earlier editions. You know, in the 5th edition Tieflings, you know, the pictures that are like, that are in published pen and paper materials, they look very different than the Tieflings like from like 2nd and 3rd edition. So I don't really like the 5th edition look. You know, and I was worried that, you know, like the big fat horns that, you know, you saw in creation, and they also have like big fat tails in the pen and paper, and I didn't really want that look. You know, I wanted to go for something more feminine for my, you know, for Ginger Spice and Voodoo. So this is great. Really, really like it. 2 thumbs up. I do want to check one thing out though. What happens when I have nothing? Okay, so it's just the... I thought maybe that I have like a claw attack or something animation. It would be cool. I don't even know if they have the it'd be cool if they had like pointy fingers or something. That'd be a nice, some nice flavor. Well, Melanie, that's a good question. It's because the technology wasn't in the game to do tails back then. So, you know, who knows? You know, maybe, you know, they never came out with Iconic Dragonborn. So maybe now that this technology is in the game, maybe they'll do Iconic Dragonborn in the relatively near future that has a tail. That'd be kind of cool. Yep. Yes, it would. Okay. We're going to log out. And we're going to create ourselves an Iconic Tiefling. And we're going to take a look at that enhancement tree. Whew, it's getting late for me. I'm getting tired. Create Iconic. Okay, we're going to look at the males first. Just to have a look. Tiefling Scoundrel. And it is Bard. Bard is the default class. Pardon my yawning. Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning. interested in yawning. Okay. Let's do some random thingies. Oh, that's pretty cool. Looks generally the same as what we already saw. I don't see any color options that are any different. Facial hair, it's all the same. I gotta believe that they're gonna do more work here because, you know, the iconics of all the races look differently than the standard, and this looks all the same. Let's put some points in perform just in case we need to do something with that. Yeah, the horns are pretty intense. Some of them are. I went through them, through the different looks a lot, like much more slow when I was making them the first time. But I was just quickly going through them the second time. This time. Damn, I'm tired. I'm just trying to see if like there's anything different for the iconic. And it just looks like the same option, so I'm hoping that they somehow make them look distinct. Flip through the tail. So there is no thickness variation. Oh, there is. Look at that. That's a thicker tail. I didn't even notice that the first time. So we definitely have some thinner tail options. I don't know which one I picked. That's thicker. So I had the one with the 2 rings. No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. That one. So I did have the thicker tail option on the other tune that I had. Cause look, see that? See the difference in the tail? That's thicker than that. So these shorter tails are a little thinner. Okay. Let's just find a good random look. Something makes us go, ooh. That's kind of cool, actually. I'm just gonna go with that. Oops, name. Voodoo. Bigger tail's more balance. Stands to reason. Here we are in the garret. Something. Accept cleric training? That's not right. I'm just gonna click it. Okay, what do we got here? Blood Song. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1d4 Sonic. Somebody earlier said, why isn't there a Sonic option? There you go. The Iconic. And then plus 5 Fire and Sonic spell power. So this is like the regular and then some. That was you, Melanie. Sorry, I didn't remember who said that. Plus 1 to heal, listen, and spot. Wow, 2 different skill. Why isn't perform on there? For real? How can perform not be on there? You got 6 different skills and perform's not on there. And this is a bard? For real? Dashing weapons. You are trained in the art of fine weaponry. You have plus 1 to hit and damage with the following weapons: short swords, rapier, hand axe, light hammer, light crossbow. Yeah, it is wrong. 1 in scroll mastery. Big fan in heroic requesting. Obscuring darkness. We already know what that is. Lasting darkness. Enemies that enter obscuring darkness have a chance to be blinded with no save. That's the same as the other. While obscuring darkness, plus 3 saving throws, plus 3 MRR, and plus 15 magic resistance cap. That's the same. Sonata of Darkness. While obscuring mist, you gain displacement, plus 5% dodge, plus 5 dodge cap, and 5 max dex bonus. Wow. I don't like the way that it lays down darkness, though. I'm not crazy about that. I wish it was just like a shroud around you, not something you put down in place. Okay, traditional caster. That's the same as the regular tiefling. Here we got plus 1 to hit and damage, plus 1 to hit and damage, plus 1 to hit and damage, and plus 1 sneak attack die. Your dashing weapons. It's cool. Melees. We'll love it. Infernal resistance appears to be the same. You gain cold resistance equal to your character level, or you gain acid resistance equal to your character level, and you can take them both. Improved fiendish arpeggio. I don't know what that is. Arpeggio. I don't know that word. I'm gonna look it up. Maybe we'll all learn something. What is arpeggio? Arpeggio, well, here's how it's pronounced.
Arpeggio.
Arpeggio. The notes of a chord played in succession, either ascending or descending. I'm not musically inclined. I never learned to play a musical instrument. I don't know how to read music. I wish I did. The target of your fiendish arpeggio has their movement speed reduced by 50% for 12 seconds. Disarming Coda. The target of your fiendish arpeggio has -4 armor class and -25% fortification for 12 seconds. And then here at the top, Grand Chord works. Enchant your fiddle to cast this spell. If the target is not under the effect of fiendish arpeggio, they must save. If the target is not under the effect, they must make a save or be put to sleep for 12 seconds. The will save CS 1d20 plus perform skill. Maybe VS versus. I don't know. If target is if the target is under the effect of fiendish arpeggio and made of flesh, they must save or be turned to stone. Will save 1d20. See, it is versus. Will save versus 1d20 plus perform skill, as if they were subject to flesh to stone spell. Lasts for 60 seconds plus 10 seconds per character level. The target has a chance to save every 24 seconds. 15 spell point. Or no. I wonder what the cooldown for that is. I don't even know what I don't know what arpeggio is. Is it something? Where do you get that from? I don't know. Charm Hearts. Enemies that attack you have a 10% chance to be subjugated to a fascinate effect. Probably should be subjected. Will save versus 1d20 plus perform skill negates. Magic of Melodies, plus 1 enchantment DC, plus 1 caster level, and plus 1 caster level with sonic spells. Cool. Oh, it's just a 1 though. It's not a stackable thing. Check my racial feats. Thank you, Ina. I should have checked. Oh, there we go. Fiendish Arpeggio. Enchant your fiddle to cast this spell. Dealing 2d4 fire damage plus 1 fire damage per 2 caster levels max. It's dot. You get a dot? Wow. Slash UI layout. Space layout. Load ginger. Yep. I'm naked. I'm gonna have to level up a little bit here. And, find our way over to Stormreach. Okay, Bard. I just want to get some action points. Look at that fiddle. They do a fiddle instead of a mandolin. Hopefully they'll change. It still makes the sound of the mandolin, but hopefully they'll change that. Wow. It's pretty awesome. Oh, I didn't finish this. Infernal songs. Toggle all sonic damage in this enhancement tree and from your fiendish arpeggio is instead fire damage, scaling with fire spell power. Wow. If you really want to do fire damage. Okay, let's just go with that. I guess the quickest way back is going to be to log out. And transport to Eberron. Bards are hot right now. Hey, there's Ina. We can just go over here to Searing Heights at level 4. It's probably going to be pretty rough, but you know, it's just for fun. We'll try this arpeggio thing. And then we'll probably get killed by bugbears. So that's... he's taking some fire and sonic damage. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Okay, maybe I should have went to Cerulean Hills. But that's a cool dot. I love it. But he didn't get... none of the other things happened. Movement speed reduced. That didn't... I didn't notice that. Dive your fiendish arpeggio has -4 armor class. Fortitude. I didn't see that in... That's listed under passive, but that seems... It's square, though. It seems like... I think that appears to be broken. That sounds like... What is the cost cooldown for the dot? Duration 12 seconds. Spell point cost 6. Cooldown. It don't say. Known issue. Okay. It is broken. Thank you, Ina. Let's see. I'll do that arpeggio thing and we'll see approximately what the cooldown is. Something like 10 seconds. See, his movement speed isn't slowing down at all. He's supposed to have a reduction to movement speed, so clearly that is not in effect. They're still moving very quickly. See, he's not slowing down at all. Let me take a look at something here. The target of your fiendish arpeggio has their movement speed reduced by 50% for 12 seconds. Okay, so that it doesn't, there's no save. That's just automatic. Clearly that's not working right now. Because I didn't notice any difference in how fast they were moving. Can you meta magic it? Yeah. Maximize, let's turn that on. Okay, maximize is turned on. Let's go see if Mr. Minotaur is there. It looks like he is. Oh, there's this guy. We'll hit him with it. Yeah, that's hitting for like twice as much now. Yeah, it's hitting a lot bigger. Did it cost us any more? I don't think it will, but let's just see. We have 99 spell points. Now we have 91, so it'll push. This will put us down to 85 if it's free to maximize. Yep, free to maximize. That's nice. That's a nice dot. Sonic and fire. Pretty cool. Let's just check to see if the dances are here. Nope. It's the same placeholder dances. Yep. Okay. So. Well, guys, it is past my bedtime. So. I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for hanging out with me while we test drove some of the Tiefling stuff. I think it's beautiful. I think they did a really nice job. I can't wait to see the dances. I can't wait till they get polished. Thumbs up, devs. You did good work. Alright guys, I'm shutting it down. Have a great night.